Previously on Syrvivor. We saw a new twist in the game forming the Transitional 11, as also returnee Sean was saved by Austin. That said, throughout the week both sides clashed, eventually leading Erica to flip on her previous Zeleny member Hannah, and it was Hannah who got voted off. Who will be voted off next? Find out tonight on Syrvivor Syracuse, Snakes and Secrets. Hey, Mike, Derek, welcome back. Sean, Austin, welcome back. Again, the first look at the Transitional 10 now. Hannah voted out at the last tribal council. 3 Zeleny members up there. Mike, how are you reacting to this vote?
I mean, I was absent from everything this week, so I knew what was going to happen, and shit happened.
And Austin?
I'm speechless. I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling right now. It's I heard so many things and I don't think any of them were true. So.
Sean, do you have any idea what's going on?
No. I spent this whole week trying to figure out where people were aligned and what the ramifications, different things are, and I obviously didn't see any of this coming, but I wouldn't have seen anything coming, so I'm just still trying to figure it out.
So, we had voted off. The snake was not voted off. So now I'm going to leave it open to the snake to reveal itself for an advantage. So if whoever the snake is wants to reveal itself, now is the time to do so. Erica? Stay right here. So, a different thing with this snake advantage this time around is Erica will have to read it out loud right now. Erica, the floor is yours.
As a transitional snake advantage holder, you must read the following information out loud now. Read aloud. As a transitional snake, you have been awarded the tribe picker. As the tribe picker, you will be guaranteed a black buff and will introduce the 3rd tribe in this game. As the first member of Vikavora, you now have the power to pick one person from the remaining 9 without a tribe to join you. The rest will draw chips numbered 1 to 3 to form the 3 tribes. You may now pick your tribe name.
So Erica, you have the decision between these 9 people to pick a person that you want to join your tribe. The floor is yours.
How soon is now?
Comes your close up.
I don't want this close up. Whoever just said that. Shit. Please, nobody take this personally. Please. Megan.
And Megan,
Oh, wait,
will be
try to walk
joining
up.
your tribe. What?
Try to walk up.
Megan will be joining your tribe to form the new Vikavora tribe. Everyone else, drop your buffs as we are tribe swapping. Whenever you pick it, just hold it out, do not look at it, and then we'll reveal on my go once everyone has it. One check. Hold it
I
out.
hate this game so much.
Okay.
So remember, 1 is Mike and Derek, 2 is Sean and Austin, 3 is New Vikavora with Erica and Meg. On my go, we will reveal, and you guys will walk to your respective tribes. Ready, set, go.
Wait. Oh, I couldn't tell what it was.
What are the numbers again?
That's 3, 1, 2. The new tribes for Vikavora, we have Mitchell, Erica, Meg, and Geneva. For Zeleny, we have Abby, Addie, Mike, Derek, and Eli. And for Maroon 9, we have Jack, Summer, Andrew, Austin, and Sean. Now, if anyone is unsatisfied with this tribe swap and wants to play an advantage, now will be the time to do so. Okay? So this is your new tribes. Everyone introduce yourselves, and we'll get going soon. Okay, here we go. So, Austin, I'll take that back. Abby, I'll take that back. Or Mike, I'll take that back.
Too close. Zoom in on me, Joe.
So now in 3 tribes, immunity is back up for grabs. There will be 2 tribes immune. 1 tribe will be going to tribal council this week, where there will be the 6th person voted out of this game. Guys ready to find out what today's challenge is?
Yes.
All right, welcome to the Trivia Bowl. We are judging you based off your trivia. So some people are just doing Jeopardy noises for some reason, so you're right. Okay. So, these are the categories. So, for this challenge, you guys will be conducting in a Trivia Bowl type competition. So, in this case, we have numbers 1 to 5, 1 being the easiest type of question, 5 being the most hardest. Each question, each tribe will get the opportunity to answer. If all tribes get it right, no one gets the points. If 1 or 2 of the tribes, you get the points nominated based on the level of difficulty. So, as the lowest tribe, once again, you guys will have first pick on the board, and then we'll go to Selene, and then we'll go to room 9, and we'll cycle that way. Alright? So, you can pick whatever you want. Remember, everyone has a chance to get this, to answer the question. If everyone gets it right, no one gets points. If 2 or 1 tribe get it right, they get points. Here's the question. In the first acapella challenge, what song was not selected? The songs selected were "And I Was Your Man" and "I Want It That Way." What was the other one? Please keep the answers to yourself. Boards down, papers down.
Papers down.
All right,
It's already
everyone reveal your answers.
Live with our wrong answers.
Zeleny? Nothing. Stand by me for room 9 and let it be for
Okay, stand
before
by.
answer
I'm
one.
so sure it was
Stand by me.
Well down.
We'll go sports 5.
Sports 5. Participation here. 5 points. The question is, wait, that's not right. 19, home run derby. Which player won?
I don't know. I literally couldn't tell you. Like literally, I couldn't.
All right, reveal your answers. Pick a board, nothing. Pete Alonso for room 9. Pete Alonso for them.
Yeah, baby.
Pete Alonso for the answer.
Yeah.
Geography for 5.
Geography for 5. Question is, what is the name of the place that is also the lowest level of elevation in North America? Papers down. All right, reveal.
I don't know this. Too.
Death Valley, Baja Cal, New Orleans. The correct answer was Death Valley.
Yes. Let's go, baby.
2. Alright. Everyone reveal. 2-0, 2-0, 4-1. Frank Denson was 2-0. Immunity for Maroon 9. Immunity for News Lenny. Congratulations.
Good job, boys. Thank you for believing in me.
Lenny and Maroon 9, Vicabora, you will be going to tribal this week where someone will be the 6th person voted off. As well as immunity, you will also be getting a new immunity idol clue coming out in the next hour.
So pretty crazy start to my first full week in the game, first real challenge. Honestly, pretty happy that Hannah got put it out from what I heard prior to me joining the game. She didn't really seem trustworthy, so having people like that just make the game harder for everyone. No, nothing personal, but it makes the game harder. So I'm glad that kind of player is out. Came in, dominated the challenge, something I'm pretty used to from last year, you feel me? So it was good. I'm liking my tribe. I'm still trying to get a feel of how everything is, who everybody is, the advantages they have, stuff like that. But I'm liking Maroon 9 or Maroon 5, depending on where we go from here. I'm vibing, you know? We absolutely dominated that challenge, and I think that's just gonna be the plan for the tribe from here on out. Hopefully that'll get me to the merge. So we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be interesting to see how the tribe of 4 votes and how that all kind of lines up. But I'm happy to be back, ready to dive at first, really get into the game.
I am feeling so good after this tribe swap. I could not be happier. Had such a rough day yesterday. Was not feeling like coming here. Was so scared of that tribe swap, but it went 150% times better than I thought it was. Hannah is freaking gone. Great blindside, got her out of here. So happy. Went smoothly. That was a little scary. And then we got a new tribe, and I'm with Jack and Andrew, so I'm the only tribe that has a majority of Maroon 9 members, and then Austin and Sean. Didn't think I was gonna like Sean, but kind of love the guys, so feeling good about that. I'm also the only girl, but I think that's fine for now. It's kind of fun, you know. We'll bond with the boys. I did great in the challenge, so at least they're trusting me because of that. And on one hand, I wish I wasn't with Jack because he's playing such a strong game right now, but I'm feeling honestly better in this tribe than I was before. And we absolutely crushed the challenge, so we don't have to worry about it.
What a day. First off, people are still letting me make the decisions, which it's gonna bite them in the ass eventually because I'm gonna win the game. But they can just think that I'm smart enough for now to just make decisions best for the tribe. We had a good swap. My team has the numbers for Maroon 5. But I do like Austin and Sean, so I'm glad we don't have to go to tribal because I wouldn't want to vote either of them off. Hannah Dolan's gone. I think that's good for all of our games, if I'm being completely honest. I already know that I'm a villain. I already know that people don't like me, so I'm just going to keep playing that card for the rest of the game. It'll be easy to take me to the end because I'm a villain, but people realize I played this best game, so I'm going to win. But for right now, on the next step, since Erica's going to tribal, it's how can I help save her because she's my #1 ally. It's going to be a nice week where I don't have to think about strategy first time in a month. So I'm going to sit back, relax, and just talk to Sean and Austin and live it up this week.
If I'm being honest, I think I kind of got screwed by the swap. I didn't want 3 from the core 5 and Maroon 9 on my tribe. But it kind of seems to be a consensus thing that breaking up Derek and Sean is best for everyone. So hopefully Derek is still in if you were to lose that way. The target isn't on me, but I don't think Jack would flip on Andrew or Summer, so let's just win out. I don't want to lose. That's all I got.
So I'm happy we won. I think I'm on a good tribe. I think Mike is with us. And I think Derek was with him because Mike saved him. I don't trust Abby at all. And she was, during the challenge, she was bugging Abby and I about who we flipped to vote Hannah on. Gang shit, by the way. So happy. My hand was always shaking. I'm so nervous. So I think we're just not going to tell her. I'm just going to talk to Mike and Derek because I don't trust Derek either. Also, we need to get him out for the merge because he has his advantage is he gets an extra idol if he makes it to the merge with Sean, I think. So I need to come up, but I think Mike and him are online. So thankful we're not going to tribal. he's going to have to deal with it. So this week is just going to be about strengthening Addie and I's alliance with Mike and Derek, and keeping Addie on the outs.
You're good whenever.
Okay. Last night, Geneva and Mitch came to us and they told us to vote Eli totally last minute. We were not planning on voting it, and I told them that I didn't want to do that. So even when I wrote down my vote, I was like, I'm sorry, Eli, like I don't want to do this. And then for them to turn around and one of them to like backstab us like that and get Hannah out that makes me mad. I'm very mad. And I know I just ruined a relationship with Eli, which is, you know, the way it goes. Hopefully I can clear some of the air later. But yeah, I'm just not really happy with the way that things went down, and I'm terrified moving forward. I have a feeling it was Geneva. So, I mean, I'm still safe, but it feels like I lost still a little bit. That kind of sucks.
So it was a crazy tribal once again, where I still had no idea what was going on. So basically these are 3 tribals where I basically had no control of the vote. I flipped to vote Eli out, but turns out the people who were supposedly 7 decided to vote out Hannah, which was unexpected. I didn't think she was going home at all. I thought that they would put their votes on Erica. So I feel like it had to either be Addie or Erica who flipped, because I know Mitch and I 100% voted out Eli, because it's the plan we came up with, and nothing else makes any sense. At this point, it's really hard to be on a tribe of 4 people, and we have to vote somebody out. I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope we don't have to draw rocks. I think, you know, I guess soon I'll find out if I'm the snake or not, so that'll be interesting. If I get it a second time, it will be interesting if Erica is the snake the 3rd time. But, you know, I might have to play my 24-hour idol depending on how things go.
So me, Mitch, Geneva, and Megan are going. This is so fun.
Oh my god. So, I played to everyone that I was freaking out. I swear I wrote Eli's down. Eli came down 100%. Like, why would I flip on you guys? I wanted Jack, but obviously. And Mitchell was texting me, like, who is it? It wasn't me. And Jenny was saying, it wasn't me. We're all saying it wasn't us. Obviously it was me, but.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I wanted to do a confessional, but I'm kind of shaking. I mean, it really sucks that I have to go to tribal 3 weeks in a row now. Well, 4. This will be the 4th time in a row. Especially with the tribal 4. So there's a very big possibility that we could tie, throwing rocks maybe. I'm still shaking over what happened at today's tribal. The last 2 weren't super surprising to me. Obviously last tribal was because of the whole fake idol, but I knew it was between me and Daisy, and the first one, it was either me or Hassan, but today, I don't know which one, who would have flipped. I know it wasn't me. Kind of nervous about having a snake again this week as well. I don't know. My first priority though is to find out what happened and why Hannah had to go, because I'm pretty disappointed about that. So.
4 tribals in a row. How you guys feeling?
Awful. Legitimately awful. You know, I think it also didn't help that we got put on like the 3rd tribes, and we had a disadvantage in the challenge because there's 1 less of us. So, you know, I guess 1 less brain to help us out. And then like the ones that we kept getting right were the ones that everybody was getting right in the challenge. So it's just difficult because, especially because this is a vote of 4 people. Are we gonna have to draw rocks? Is it gonna be like 2v2? I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how the snake's gonna come into play. I don't know how maybe Erica's advantage could come into play. I don't know how really anything could come into play. Also, whoever flipped and voted out Hannah, because it had to be probably one of the girls, because Mitch and I had the plan to vote out Eli. So I think it's really confusing. There's a couple things running through my head, which makes things really confusing at this point.
Yep.
She said it all. I mean, my biggest fear would be going home because of 4 weeks in a row. Odds are just getting higher and higher. 4-person tribe, drawing rocks, idol, snake, 2v2, 3v1. Maybe everyone votes for someone different. Maybe everyone has one vote next week.
But one thing
I
Mitch
don't
and
know.
I did learn though is that we clearly were on the bottom of this 5 because we were only told to vote out Erica. So if we voted out Erica, that would have just kind of been dumb because we're also on a tribe with Erica. So in a sense, it's like I was glad we kind of flipped, but also it's like we didn't get the votes together when we wanted to because one of the girls flipped. So
I don't remember the last day I didn't vlog. I have vlogged. My entire camera roll is just filled with Survivor vlogs. Today was insane. I'm so happy we pulled that off. I'm elated. Hannah went home pre-merge. That is, yeah. Oh my, it was so much fun. It was so fun. Apparently Hannah whispered to Megan right before the votes were read, something big is about to happen. Something is gonna go down. Yeah. Yeah, you were voted out. I'm giddy over it.
Okay, I'm playing with legit psychopaths, and now I know all these people. Okay, I'm literally so confused on what just happened. These psychopaths, they're legit psychopaths. Okay, so right now I'm thinking it's Megan or Erica, and that means that I spent 2 hours of my life with them yesterday, and the whole time they were lying. The whole time. And they were telling freaking the other tribe all our secrets and what we said about them. Literally, I'm just confused because why? What is the point of that? What do you gain from... you're obviously going to be at the bottom of the other tribe when both of them were at the top of our tribe. I'm so confused. I really don't think it was Geneva or Mitch. But at this point, what the fuck do I know? Clearly nothing. I really thought we were going to have that one. And Hannah's my buddy. I literally wanted to cry. Oh my gosh, you should have seen my face. I wanted to cry. That girl, oh my gosh. I literally trusted that girl more than anyone in this game, and now she's gone, and I don't trust anybody. I don't trust them more than I did, oh my gosh, before. I'm screwed. I think, okay, can I just say, I freaking hate Jack so much. You should have seen him laughing. Come on, just have a little sportsmanship. He's just so cocky. I literally hate that kid so much. I hate that kid.
So I just FaceTimed Addie. She called me. She's like, look me straight in the eye. You didn't vote out Hannah, did you? I was like, of course not. Mitch and I were the one who orchestrated the flip. That wouldn't make any sense. And if I were gonna join the other side, I would have voted out Erica because that's what they told me to do. And then Addie told me that not only has Erica been the snake twice, but she also found the Zeleny tribe idol, which means she's so dangerous in this game. There's no way we can keep her. So at minimum, we gotta flush her idol. We have to flush her idol or vote her out. Assure her that she's safe, but she has to go. She is bad for everybody's game. She is dangerous. She cannot make it to a merge with all these advantages. So it's gonna be crazy. If she plays one, I play one, oh my gosh.
Okay, so last week was crazy apparently, and I was a part of none of it. I got a little bit of info what was going on from Erica, and I know she was talking to Jack, and Jack was talking to Hannah, and Hannah was...
Wow, what an interesting day. Tribal today was crazy. That was pretty crazy. Damn. Really sucks to keep being on the wrong end of the vote. I mean, That's 3 in a row now, and now I have to go to my 4th tribal in a row. This is the worst. And then a couple hours after the challenge, Erica texted me out of the blue. She said, "I am not the snake." I said, "Me neither." Fortunately, yeah, not the snake. Oh, yeah, that's alright, but I don't know, kind of curious why she is so adamant. If she's the snake again for the 3rd time in a row, not in a row, but 3 times this season, out of what, how many have there been, 5? She's lucky, that's lucky, dang. I think my only play this week though would to be voting her out, because I don't think Geneva would want Megan to go. I wouldn't want Geneva to go. I know Erica has an idol, but I feel like that's the only real play. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I got the envelope. We're gonna find out if I'm the snake again. So I'm gonna open it up and we'll see what's up. So I have a good old flashcard. And then, once again, looks like I got that fancy sheet of paper saying I'm the snake. So, this is my 2nd time. This is crazy. Why does this keep happening to me? Oh my gosh. Literally, all the drama keeps happening, keeps building for me. And then I keep getting the snake. I mean, I guess this is good for my game. I have no idea if it will be idol related or some other random advantage. But the one nice thing I do have this week is I do have the 24-hour idol. So in case I feel unsafe with the 3 other people and then I'm a target, then I know I can play that idol and I will be safe and whoever I vote for can go home. So that's the one reassurance I have here. And then I automatically get another advantage, which would be amazing. I just do fear that Erica and Megan might want to go after me. I have no idea. Or Mitch might want to go after me and tell people I have an idol. Like, I don't know. This game is messing with my head. I cannot believe Hannah went home. This is awful. Literally, I lost Nassan. I lost Daisy. I just lost Hannah, who I arguably was probably my closest ally from Zeleny. So, you know, it's just terrible. I don't know if there's a bottom really with 4 people, but this is just awful because I've gotten to a point where even after this vote, I just felt so isolated. Like my old Maroon 9 tribe members were all whispering with each other. I'm just off to the side, Mitch is just off to the side. All the Zeleny were all whispering with each other. So it's like either way I was at a loss, regardless of how I voted, because however it would have voted wouldn't have gone the way it needed to go. So I just have to be thankful that I have the snake advantage at all, because this is really what's gonna help me get out of this tribal whenever it happens, and I'll probably have to play the idol. At least I know mine is probably more legitimate. So yeah, we will see what happens this week.
So I went out and did my confessional, and immediately I thought it was Geneva or Mitch, or I just didn't know who to trust. I felt so betrayed and so hurt. That just really sucked. It was like 2 heartbreaks. And then Hannah called me and she said, and after the challenge, of course, when Erica was up selecting teams, I genuinely thought she was going to pick a Maroon 9 person, and then she used her card to like switch onto another team, whichever team made more sense when she had all the things divvied out, but she picked me, which I thought was kind of interesting, and then she didn't leave me when we got Geneva and Mitch. So I guess she really trusts me, but I don't really trust her. This week with Erica, it's like all the signs point to she did it, and in my gut, like, I was like so back and forth with like on who did it. But then I talked to Geneva because she was like, hey, I talked to Jack and he had a lot of information to say. And like when I talked to her, like in my gut, like I just knew, and she said, I'm pretty sure it's Erica. And I said, I'm pretty sure it's Erica too. And like immediately when I said that, like a weight like kind of lifted off my shoulders and I felt like a lot better. But like again, I don't think I'm gonna know the truth until I watch the footage back, which kind of sucks. I just have to kind of keep going in this game blind. But I'm pretty sure Erica had flipped. And so then Geneva and I hatched this plan to try and make Erica feel so comfortable. Like so comfortable this week. So comfortable that she doesn't have to play her idol, and then we get her.
I'm taking a break from studying to vlog. So tribal's tomorrow night, and I'm like feeling okay. Basically, Jack and I convinced everyone that it was Mitchell who flipped. And everyone seems to have bought it, which is incredible. So if Mitchell goes home, so none of us have talked to him since Saturday, basically. So he has to be suspecting something, right? That the three of his tribe mates have not said a word to him since in Tribals tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe he does suspect, maybe he doesn't, I don't know. But yeah, Megan called me to confirm that I was down for the plan today. I was like, yeah, I'm on board, 100%. I was like, I'm gonna feel so much better knowing that he's out of the game. We don't have the flipper on our hands anymore. I was talking to Geneva, just like, yeah, we're good. Which is so funny. It's so funny. I ran into Addie today and she was like, you're good with the plan, right? Like, let's take him out. And I was like, let's take out the flipper. Yep. Jack keeps asking if I'm gonna use my idol. I don't think so, because I'm worried about if I use it this week, and then what if only Mitchell votes for me? I have no idea who he's gonna vote for. Probably me. I honestly hope it's me, because that will at least restore my faith that somebody has a working brain. So my fear is that I play it this week and no one votes for me except Mitchell, and then we lose the challenge inevitably on Saturday, because we will have 3 people and both the other tribes will have 5. So when we lose on Saturday, then I'll be vulnerable.
All right, it's what, Tuesday night. This is just chaotic. I don't know what's going on right now. No one knows what team they're on. Luke thinks he's good. Luke's actually trash. I can't play. Luke's lucky I can't play. I'll give him the fucking smoke.
Yeah, so I talked to, well, first I talked to Mike, and he is, like, he said he was down to work with, like, the 4 of us, you, me, Derek, and Mike, and, yeah, it's 4, to vote our Addie if we go to tribal council. But Derek was, like, a completely different story. He said that, like, he doesn't really trust us, and, like, he was, like, he got off the vibe that he would rather work with the 3 of them, because there's Lenny.
Oliver.
To vote off one of us.
That's
because,
what they're gonna do.
No, because he was like, why would I do that? And he was like very truthful with me. He was like, look, I know you know about like my advantage.
Yeah.
Like I know that you're tight with those like other 4 people.
Addie's lying to me about his advantage.
Addie's so high or someone.
She was trying to trade info with me to find out who flipped. She was like, fuck, what can I tell you? And I was like, what do you know about Derek's advantage? And she was like, it was only that he knew Sean was coming into the game. And I was like, I heard it was a lot more than that. And she was like, nope, that's it. I was like, nope, it's not.
No, but yeah, so I mean, I think we should bank on winning. Because
you think?
No, but like, but I just do not trust them. But I was also thinking about this, get this. So if we can convince Addie that we're like a group of 4 to vote her out, we could try to get Addie to vote out Derek, saying that's the only way she'll stay in the game is to vote with us.
That's huge.
And that would get the idol out.
I'm meeting with her Friday, so I'll see.
That would be huge, but like.
Fuck, I should probably start reaching out to people.
But I am worried that, like, especially if like we go to tribal, like say like the Vikavora tribe has to like choose a tribe to go to tribal. Or like the second, like the weird tribal going on this week.
Yeah.
Like the second team goes to tribal or something like that. That would be us, and we have to like try to pull some like shit.
I'll meet with
And
her
like
Friday.
I'm really worried because I know that they think like for some reason that I'm a threat. So I would be definitely worried about that.
So tribal is just a few hours away, and a bunch of people are starting to text me about it, trying to be like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm just trying to keep things as quiet as possible because I just want everything to go over smoothly. I called Erica last night and basically, and I talked to her a little bit this morning. Basically, Erica said that Mitch thinks we're voting out Geneva and all this stuff. And like, I was like, oh yeah, no, Mitch texted me about it, so I'm just playing along. And then I texted Mitch too, and I was like, hey, we should pretend like we haven't been talking this week just to like make sure Erica doesn't play her idol or anything like that. So hopefully that all goes to plan.
Megan and I talked, and we have a plan for tribal. So because Mitch and I know we voted together, we will just vote for Erica. That is the plan. We will vote out Erica. Now, Megan will tell Erica that Jack told me, which is true, Jack told me that Mitch is the one that flipped. So that will lead Erica to want to vote out Mitch. So I, Megan, and Erica will vote out Mitch, but in reality, I'm not voting out Mitch, I'm voting out Erica. So if that happens to plan, Erica doesn't play her idol, and it's a 2-2 split, then what will happen is that Megan and I will have the choice to decide who goes home. And then we will vote out Erica, because we don't want Mitch to go. Now, if Erica plays an idol, then I guess it might lead to Mitch going. I don't know. It just really depends on how the votes go. In terms of me, I will not play my idol unless Erica plays her idol. That's the only instance where I'm playing my idol. I still did not tell Meg about my idol. I just want to keep that hush. Because I think just her knowing that there are two idols, I think makes the game even more complex, and I don't want that. But ultimately, I know that Mitch and I will automatically vote for Erica. And that Megan just needs to convince Erica that, like, we're on her side and that Mitch is the target, but Mitch is not the target. The target is Erica, and at minimum, her idol is flushed, and the best outcome is she goes home with her idol. So we will see what happens this week. It'll be very interesting, but I am looking forward to making this move.
Last vlog before tribal tomorrow. Nervous, pretty nervous. But I think I've just kind of accepted that it's probably gonna be me tomorrow. Not really too much I can do. Honestly, I can, 1, hope it's Erica, and 2, hope it's me and not Geneva or Megan, because they've got a lot better chances to keep going in this game than I do. Unfortunate, but hopefully I'll be able to come back, for another season. Or, maybe tomorrow night I'll be getting to do another vlog about another crazy tribal. Either way, I'm pretty excited and nervous. So Monday I met up with Megan and had a good chat. She seemed pretty interested in getting Erica out. She was the one who came up with the plan, I guess, so hopefully it all goes smoothly. I trust her. I can't really do anything other than trust her and Geneva at this point.
So tribal council's tonight, and I finally reached out to Mitch last night. It had been since last Saturday that was the last time that I talked to him, and I was just like, hey, how are you feeling? And he said that Geneva had been quiet all week, and I was like trying to get, I didn't want to be the one to throw out Megan's or Geneva's name, so I tried to like get one out of him, and he eventually was like, I guess Geneva, because she's been quiet all week. And I was like, I'll vote with you however you want. And he was like, all right, as long as Megan's on board, like, let's do that. So either he just doesn't have energy and is like, all right, like, let's just vote Geneva, get it over with, whatever. Or he like knows the plan and is trying to target me, and the three of them are gonna vote me out. But like, I want to say that I'm confident I'm not going home, but Jack makes fun of me every week for saying like, I think it could be me tomorrow, I think it could be me. Like, it might be me going home tomorrow.
All right, come on in, guys. Welcome, Vicavora Tribe, to your first official tribal council as a new tribe. So, Meg, the decision was you to join Erica to form this third new tribe. What does that mean to you that you were picked other than others 11 members or other than 9 members?
Honestly, like, I was really happy about it. I was like, I feel like Erica can trust me, and like, I'm really happy that, like, it was kind of almost just like, what's the word? It felt like reassurance in like our alliance and all that stuff, especially after like Hannah had just gotten voted out. I was like, all my feelings were everywhere, and then Erica picked me, and I was like, okay, well, we'll always have each other. So I felt really good about that.
Fair enough. Geneva, talk to me a little bit about this tribe. So there's only 4 of you. 2 Zeleni, 2 Maroon. Once, after we're done with this tribal council, there'll only be 3. How essential is this vote?
I think this vote is really important, and I think for me, I think this vote is about who I can trust. I feel like Saturday's tribal was kind of emotional and crazy, and literally even after the vote, like, I was just standing around awkwardly and a bunch of people were whispering like to each other, and I just felt so alone in this game. So I just hope that based on how this vote goes, I have 2 people to move forward with.
Mitchell, you played with Geneva throughout this entire game. Now it is 2 Zeleni, 2 Maroon 9, but are those lines blurred? Because if it's a tie, we might go to rocks. So what do you think about that?
Rocks would suck. But the lines kind of got blurred last week with the 11. And then it was really kind of a shock this week to go from having to talk to maybe 10 other people, not all 10 maybe, but down to 4 people and 3 others to talk to. And somehow it's like a bit quieter than last week, even though I should have to talk to everyone.
Talk to me about how once you're done with this tribal council, you'll be down to 3, and if there is a challenge with the same tribe that you're in, and you're back at tribal, you'll be down to 2. So how crucial that you have to trust these people that you vote with moving on?
Well, I mean, obviously, if we lose again on Saturday and then go to tribal, like, merge happens because you can't have tribal. I mean, I don't know, you're the creator, but I think it comes down to like obviously like, we need to win the challenge in order to not send another person home. So you have to think about who can help win the challenge.
Fair enough. And Erica, pending any more twists with other idols, the minimum idols were the 2 tribes that started in Maroon 9 and Zeleni. How crazy would it be if those 2 idols were revealed today, leaving that 2 people would be susceptible to rocks or other votes?
You mean like if Megan or I had one and if Geneva or Mitch had the other one?
Yeah.
That would be a very exciting tribal, I think. What was the original question?
How crazy would it be?
Crazy. I think, especially that if that happened, to a 4-person tribe, I think that would be like crazy.
And last question, Meg. Going into the next challenge, hopefully not the next tribal, how do you think your trust in this game with the people that you work with will carry over to the next meeting?
I mean, honestly, I'm feeling really optimistic about the future with hopefully the people I get to continue working with on this tribe. I think that we're like we're gonna do what's best for us together, and yeah.
All right. With that said, it is time to vote. We'll start with Mitch, and then go on. Last one. I'm so annoyed. Press the stop. Tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and wants to play it, now will be the time to do so. Rules of Syrvivor Syracuse state, the hidden immunity idol is played, the votes cast for that person will not count. This is a hidden immunity idol. Erica, you want to play it for? Myself. Erica will play it for herself. No votes cast for Erica will count. Here we go. If anyone else wants to play a hidden immunity idol, now is the time to play.
I have one.
Geneva. Once again, we will grab the state. This is an hidden immunity idol. No votes casted for this person won't count. This is a hidden immunity idol. Do you want to play it for? Geneva. So no votes casted for Geneva or Erica will count for this vote, meaning that Meg and Mitch, only votes will count for you. Anyone else has a hidden immunity idol and wants to play it, now will be the time to do so. Sorry, the votes. First vote. Erica does not count. Erica does not count. It's 2 votes Erica, 2 votes left. Megan. 1 vote Megan, 1 vote left. Mitch. We are tied again. In the event of a tie, the people that are not tied for will vote again between Megan and Mitch in this case, which means Erica, Geneva, you will decide between Meg and Mitch. Since you two both had idols, and if you both deadlock again, everyone will be susceptible to a rock if we vote again. Meaning that the idols will not count as well as the tied votes, so all 4 people will draw rocks, meaning 1 person will be eliminated due to rocks if we are deadlocked for a second time. Alright? So understand? You can talk, a lot of trouble out. I'll give you some minutes to talk.
Because I figured you were gonna play it. Yeah. I mean, you're definitely gonna play it. Because I was like, you're not gonna go, so I called it a poker team.
Obviously, I don't have a responsibility to all this.
Yeah. And I kind of wish I should have just not played it, but I was like, in a sense, I wasn't even expecting to see like Ramsey in it, so I was kind of like surprised about it. But was it?
I'm not going out frame. I'm just getting to the
No,
job.
that's fine. So did you go for Megan? Yeah. Okay. Do you want her to?
Okay. That was a crapshoot on my end.
Okay. So it was just kind of like a pinky vote type thing. Yeah. Who do you think would be better for?
I don't know.
Like, straight up. Yeah. So, do you mind if I ask a question? Yeah. Did you vote though? I did. Okay. So, how do you feel about Jack? Because I assume it was vote you, right?
Yeah. I think it was definitely one vote thing.
Okay. Yeah.
100% she.
Yeah. He's just told me constantly. Just so you know. Yeah. So I'm telling you.
There's a number.
Yeah. So I just wanted you to know that because I was. That's why I felt like you flipped. I was like.
why would you flip? Yeah, so like I just heard from a few people, essentially. And so then I just got a little bit like paranoid and I was just like, well, if Erica flips, like I don't know fully, if I can trust her, right? If you understand what I mean by that.
If I can explain myself by like flipping,
Mhm.
I heard Daniel's already
Saying
betraying,
Mhm.
like not only us girls, but
Yeah, guys too.
And then, she kind of 5 big idols.
That's crazy.
Which, what? Is
Yeah, like, that's a
little
lot.
too hard, too
That's
fast.
a lot.
And she'd already prepared with one. So, as far as I knew, the girls all thought that Derek, or like the girls all knew that Derek had it.
Yeah.
He thought it was fake. And she was giving me very Aaron vibes.
Oh, okay.
So once I heard, like I was 100% someone who would back out until I heard from them that that's who they wanted. That I was like, I don't know.
We could do rock, paper, something.
Something.
You want to flip a coin? I don't know, that sounds really crazy.
I don't have a coin to flip.
I don't want to get a deadlock, so that's not me.
Not at all.
Okay. So I'll think of numbers in my head. This, I mean, if you have no other.
You could also flip my keys if you need. Like, there's like one key or like the other key.
This is crazy that this is what it's come to.
Okay, so if it's on Luke's face, it's Megan.
Okay.
If it's not on Luke's face, then it's Mitch.
All right. So it's Megan, right? Yeah. So that means Megan's going home. 100%.
We gotta do the voting process.
I don't want to do rocks, so I guess that's what it's come to at this point.
Geneva, I'm putting all of my trust in you with this because I am not going home by drawing rocks. It's not. No, I can't with that.
Alright guys, one of the craziest tribals ever. Probably a situation that's never seen before in real Survivor or college Survivor. 2 idols play at a time, and a possibility for all 4 people going to rocks. With that said, I'll read the votes. First vote. Megan. Second vote. The 6th person voted out of Survivor Snakes and Secrets, Megan. Megan, you can grab your torch. Megan, try to start. There you go. Good enough. One of the craziest sequences I've ever seen. One of the craziest decisions I've ever seen. Won by 2. But you guys made it through another tribal council. Hopefully you're not here next week. That's all I have, except for one last thing. The snake was not revealed during this tribal council. The twist for this tribal council is the snake has to reveal themselves here if they want the advantage. So, if the snake wants the advantage, now is the time to reveal themselves. This is yours, it has nothing said on it yet, and you'll see what the power of that holds next week at the challenge. Alright. Alright guys, that's all I have for you. Send out the challenge. Alright guys, that's all I have for you. Have a good night. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
I knew it was coming. I think, it sucks. Actually, that's a lie. I didn't know it was coming. It sucks. I'm not taking it personally, but it's also kind of hard not to. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of at a loss for words. It's been fun. It's been real. And I'll miss it.